Welcome to the Live Free, Love Life podcast, where we discuss how to create more freedom so we can love our lives no matter what we're going through. Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome to today's episode of the Live Free, Love Life podcast. Today, we're talking about breaking free from the shackles of food. So picture this. You are standing in front of your pantry, overwhelmed by choices, yet feeling trapped. The chocolate bars are calling your name, but you promised yourself that you would stick to your diet. Your stomach growls, your mind races, and suddenly you're elbow deep in a bag of chips, wondering how you got there. Sound familiar? If you have ever felt like food controls you instead of the other way around, you are not alone. I have been there, and let me tell you, it is not a fun place to be. But what if I told you that there is a way to break free from these food shackles? A way to eat that's simple, freeing, and actually good for you. So buckle up because we are about to embark on a journey to food freedom that will change your life. So here is a mind bender for you. Most diets that promise freedom actually chain you down even more. Crazy, right? But think about it. Counting calories, measuring portions, avoiding a ridiculously long list of foods, it's exhausting. You spend more time stressing about food than enjoying it. And don't even get me started on the guilt trips that these diets send you on. One cheat meal and suddenly you're a failure? No, thank you. The truth is that true food freedom comes from simplicity. It is about making choices that nourish your body and soul without turning eating into a full-time job. It is about breaking free from the cycle of restriction and binging that leaves you feeling like a yo-yo. And most importantly, it's about rediscovering the joy of eating without fear or guilt. So enter the no flour, no sugar approach. Now, before you roll your eyes and think this is just another restrictive diet, hear me out. This isn't about deprivation. It is about liberation. The concept is beautifully simple. Eliminate flour and sugar from your diet. That's it. No complicated rules, no calorie counting, no point system, no checking your list a billion times to see what you can and cannot eat. Just focus on whole, real foods that don't contain these two ingredients. So, why flour and sugar? Well, these are often the culprits behind those intense cravings and energy crashes that leave you feeling out of control. By eliminating them, you're essentially pressing the reset button on your body's relationship with food. And if your brain is resistant to how this is worded, the no flour, no sugar, this isn't the only path to this kind of freedom. You could call it whole food. You could call it natural foods. You could call it God provided foods. The idea is to eat foods in their natural state, minimally processed, free from additives, and with as few diet rules as possible to keep it simple. All these approaches share a common thread. They simplify your food choices and steer you away from processed foods that can hijack your body's natural hunger and fullness cues. Now, the beauty of these approaches is their flexibility. You can choose the one that resonates most with your lifestyle and beliefs. The goal isn't to follow a strict set of rules, but to adopt a way of eating that feels natural and sustainable for you. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, and that is food addiction. It's real, and it's not your fault. Flour and sugar, especially when combined, like Hello Cookies, can be incredibly addictive. They light up the same areas of your brain as drugs do. No wonder it feels so hard to say no. When you eat foods high in flour and sugar, your blood sugar spikes quickly, giving you that familiar energy rush. But what goes up must come down. And when it does, you're left feeling tired, cranky, and craving more. It is a vicious cycle that can feel impossible to break. But here's the good news. Eliminating these foods gives your body a chance to break free from this cycle. It's not easy at first. In fact, you might feel pretty lousy for a few days as your body adjusts. But stick with it because what comes next is amazing. Suddenly, those intense cravings start to fade. you find yourself naturally gravitating towards healthier foods. Your energy levels stabilize, and you're not constantly thinking about your next meal or snack. It's like a fog lifting from your brain. You're finally free to focus on living your life instead of obsessing over food. So you might be thinking, okay, Mindy, I hear you, but is it really worth it? So let me tell you about some of the unexpected benefits you'll experience when you embrace this way of eating. First up is mental clarity. It's like someone turned up the brightness in your brain. Without the constant blood sugar roller coaster, your mind feels sharper and more focused. You're not battling that 3 p.m. slump anymore. And you might even find yourself needing less caffeine. Oh my goodness. Then there's the time factor. Think about how much time you spend thinking about food, planning meals, counting calories or macros, or feeling guilty about what you ate. Now imagine getting all that time back. When you simplify your approach to food, you free up mental space for the things that really matter in life. Next up is presence. It is so much easier to be present in your life and with the people you love when your brain isn't constantly thinking about food. But wait, there's more. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Many people find that this way of eating leads to improved digestion, better sleep, clearer skin, and even a stronger immune system. And all of this happens without extreme measures or depriving your body of essential nutrients. One of my clients, let's call her Melissa, she put it best. She said, I used to spend hours meal prepping and stressing about every bite. Now I just eat real food when I'm hungry. I have so much more energy for my kids and my hobbies. It's like I got my life back. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This sounds great, Mindy, but how do I actually do it? Well, I've got you covered. Here are some practical tips to get you started on your journey to food freedom. Number one, start small. You don't have to overhaul your entire diet overnight. What is one step you can take that gets you closer to no flour, no sugar? Small, consistent changes are the key to lasting results. Number two, clean out your pantry. Out of sight, out of mind. Remove temptations from your home to make it easier to stick to your new way of eating. Number three, plan ahead. Have plenty of whole foods on hand so you have options when cravings or hunger strike. Number four, get creative in the kitchen. Now, this could mean experimenting with new recipes that focus on whole foods, if that's your jam. Or it could mean combining single ingredients into meals in ways that you never have before. This is my preference since cooking is not my jam. I eat a lot of single ingredient foods like an apple or an avocado. That's what I eat. Number five, be prepared for social situations. Bring a dish to share at gatherings or eat a small meal before going out to set yourself up for success. Number six, practice mindfulness. Pay attention to your body's hunger and fullness cues. Eat slowly and savor your food. Number seven, be kind to yourself. If you slip up, don't beat yourself up. Remember, this is a journey, not a destination. When it comes to handling cravings, because let's face it, they will happen, here are some strategies to try. Number one, this is my favorite. Breathe into it. Rather than resisting, try allowing. Drop down into your body and put all your attention on what the craving actually feels like without giving into it. Number two, give yourself a different source of dopamine. Go for a walk, call a friend, organize a drawer, engage in a hobby. It's not about distraction, it's about giving your body the dopamine it wants. Number three, drink water. Sometimes we're just thirsty. Number four, eat a healthy alternative. If you're craving something sweet, try a piece of fruit. Number five, question the craving. Ask yourself if you're really hungry or if you're eating for emotional reasons. Food is not the solution to an emotional problem. Number six, remember your why. Remind yourself of the reason you chose this path to food freedom. Now, the most important mindset shift is to view this as a lifestyle, not a diet. You're not depriving yourself, you are liberating yourself. You're choosing foods that make you feel good physically and mentally. It's about nourishment and freedom, not restriction. So here is where it gets really exciting. Food freedom isn't just about what you eat. It's about how you live. When you break free from the chains of food addiction and diet culture, you open up space for incredible growth in all areas of your life. Think about it. When you are not constantly worried about food, what else could you accomplish? Maybe you'll finally have the energy to start that business you've been dreaming about. Or perhaps you'll find the confidence to pursue a new relationship or go after that promotion. Food freedom aligns perfectly with our overall message of breaking free from limitations. By taking control of your eating habits, you're proving to yourself that you have the power to change other areas of your life too. It's like a domino effect of positive change. So, one of my clients, let's call her Rachel, she shared this experience with me. Once I stopped obsessing over food, I realized how much mental energy I had been wasting. I used that newfound energy to go back to school and finally get my degree. I never would have had the confidence to do that before. Food freedom also teaches you to trust yourself. When you learn to listen to your body and honor its needs, you build a stronger connection with your intuition. The self trust spills over into other areas of your life, helping you make decisions that align with your true self. Moreover, the simplicity of this approach to eating can inspire simplicity in other areas of your life. You might find yourself decluttering your home, or simplifying your schedule, or letting go of relationships that no longer serve you. It's about creating space for what truly matters. Ultimately, food freedom is about loving yourself enough to nourish your body in a way that supports your best life. It's about recognizing that you deserve to feel good, both physically and emotionally. When you choose foods that truly nourish you, you're saying, I value my well being and I am worthy of feeling my best. But food freedom goes beyond what's on your plate. It's about breaking free from the mental shackles that society has placed on us regarding food and body image. It's rejecting the idea that you need to look a certain way to be valuable or that your worth is tied to the number on the scale. When you embrace food freedom, you are making a powerful statement. I choose to love and accept myself exactly as I am right now. This doesn't mean you can't have goals or want to improve your health. Instead, it means that your journey towards better health comes from a place of self love, not self loathing, which is the place so many of you restrict your food from. You're nourishing your body because you care about it, not punishing it because you hate it. Food freedom allows you to see food as fuel and enjoyment, not as a moral issue. There are no good or bad foods, just choices that align with your goals and values or don't. This shift in perspective can be incredibly liberating, freeing up mental energy for the things that truly matter in your life. So, here are some questions to consider. How much of your mental energy is currently devoted to thinking about food, planning meals, or feeling guilty about what you've eaten? What could you accomplish if you redirected that energy towards your goals and dreams? How might your relationships improve if you weren't constantly stressed about food? What fears or limiting beliefs are holding you back from embracing a simpler approach to eating? How does your current relationship with food align or not align with your values and the life you want to live? What small step could you take today towards food freedom? How might your life look different 6 months from now if you embraced this approach to eating? Breaking free from food shackles isn't just about changing what's on your plate. It's about transforming your entire life. By embracing a simple whole food approach like no flour, no sugar, you're not just nourishing your body, you're feeding your soul and nurturing your dreams. Remember, this journey is unique to you. It's not about perfection or following a set of rigid rules. It's about finding a way of eating that energizes you, that frees you from food obsession, and supports the life that you want to live. As you embark on this path to food freedom, Be patient and kind to yourself. Celebrate small victories. Learn from setbacks. And most importantly, keep your focus on how you feel, not just how you look. You have the power to break free from the chains of diet culture and food addiction. You have the right to enjoy food without guilt or fear. You deserve to live a life where food is a source of nourishment and joy, not stress and anxiety. So, are you ready to take the first step towards food freedom, to reclaim your power and start loving your life in a new way? The path is simple, the journey is rewarding, and the destination is a life of true liberation. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. We're in this together, cheering each other on every step of the way. So go ahead and take that first step. Your future self will thank you. And I would love to hear from you. So send me an email, comment on an Instagram post, whatever. Are you ready to give this a try? Commit to 1 week of eating no flour, no sugar, or whichever whole foods approach resonates most with you. And then share your experience with me. Let's support each other as we break free and embrace a life of food freedom. And if you want my help with this, go check out the Rapunzel Revolution. It is a perfect opportunity to get one-on-one help as you go on this journey. Live free, love life. Thank you for watching this episode of Live Free, Love Life. Please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to like, comment, and share. See you next time.